Inclusion is a broad-based belief system built on the least restrictive environment. No matter the severity of the disability, they are general education students, and we provide services to the extent that they need in order to access the general ed curriculum.
The whole child has to be ready to face a larger community. The best way to start that is in a safe, smaller community, and that's our school.
At Travis, one of the things that we're truly blessed with is to have a staff that shares a collective vision to support all students, no matter their circumstances.
How many packages are there?
3.
Okay, so let's put 3 in our packages. We have kids all along the spectrum of autism. They are all in the general ed class, integrating into the regular ed classroom. We've seen growth. We've seen kids who are non-writers learning how to write, just seeing kids who melt down a lot, conforming to the behaviors that they see around them. What makes inclusion work is the participation of all the teachers. It takes planning between the special ed teacher and the general ed teacher.
It's critical each teacher know their role. General education teachers should be removing barriers through universally designed instruction, and special ed teachers deliver their specially designed instruction to close those gaps.
To us, a student that has a special need or any kind of a need is treated just like everyone else, and we make sure that they're included in everything that we do. So one of the things that we did was we looked at our special ed staff and we thought, okay, we're planning these linked learning pathways. So every one of our pathways or endorsements has a special ed, at least one special ed teacher, most have 3, and then at least one ESL teacher also was included in those pathways. So the first thing we wanted to do is make sure the teachers understood what the pathways were. It's not just about the core content, but about the CTE component as well.
Waltrip has taken the charge to remove those modified courses earlier on and really utilize that co-teaching model to support students.
Well, Joshua, I want you to think about it. Heterozygous recessive.
Well, let's go back. What is heterozygous?
One of the things that we do is we track our data very specifically. So then we provide the co-teachers, make sure that they have that planning piece that they can actually go in and work with the teachers directly. As we're doing our evaluations and our walkthroughs, we really try to focus on those groups of students, our SPED and our ESL students, to make sure that we're really tracking their data. We can go back in and find a way to address that need.
I think that inclusion works really well for us at Wilson Montessori because we really work on the individualization for each child. We have multi-grade classrooms, so a student actually stays with a teacher for a 3-year cycle. The opportunity for the teacher to really know the student and the student's strengths and the gaps and to be able to fill those in is pretty amazing. We do a lot of push-in with our resource students and with our auditory impaired students. It's just normal for us. All of my special ed teachers are part of the planning. So that's one key factor. What we do is we start working with the children when they're quite young in order to help them decide what accommodations are going to work for them. By the time our students are in middle school, they are pretty incredible self-advocates. Our students are able to help one another. That mentoring portion of the learning is really important.
I would challenge all of my principal friends to be intentional about what you're doing. Look at your plan, make sure that inclusion is a top priority, and get the kids where they need to be successful.
Inclusion is not just a conversation about instruction, it's a conversation about social justice, equity, and most importantly, access.